Well, it's not Easter, it's still the holiday season, so we're bringing you the top 10 Fortnite Season 7 Easter eggs. I don't think anyone was expecting such a massive Antarctic addition to the map, but it was the world we ended up in, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm loving the update so far. And we're so hyped for Season 7 that we will be giving away a Battle Pass every single day this week. It's the 7 days of Fortnite to kick off Season 7 and the holidays, and all you have to do to enter is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. You don't have to comment anything specific, but you should have a contact on your YouTube's About Me page. Otherwise, we'll have to give your prize to Fred. Ooh.
Woohoo! Free stuff!
Number 10, the new skin Lynx is actually a live streamer. So Season 7 has dropped, and no, Ninja still hasn't gotten a skin yet, but someone else did. When you first get the Battle Pass, you unlock Lynx. She's fairly normal looking at first, but comes with a different transformation at different stages that you can unlock by completing the weekly challenges. It's definitely going to be one of the more popular skins with its slimline build and Catwoman-like outfit that can change from black, blue, or red. You head on over to one of the buildings at Frosty Flights, though, you can find an entire streaming setup that belongs to Lynx. You can see a little kitty on one screen, and on the other is her main setup. It's fairly strange to think that we have an actual skin live streaming. Like, what does she live stream in there? More Fortnite? That's breaking some fourth walls right there. What a lot of people may not realize, though, is this skin and the streaming setup actually look like they were designed after the streamer Kitty plays. Just check out her reaction.
To work for some things in life, okay?
Number 9, Faces on the Mountains. Looks like people at Epic Games got fed up with us finding all their hidden Easter eggs because this season they're just adding a bunch of secret stuff. Some of it may not even be that important to the game, but Fortnite loves to keep us hunting around and guessing as to what's going on. Something they've done this season is hide giant faces all over the map. Yeah, sounds pretty out there, but it actually does make you smile when you end up finding one of them for yourself. One of the more obvious faces is in the very southeast section of the desert biome where you spot it on the side of the mountain. Others, though, have been hidden a bit better and even take a complete accident or a bit of problem solving to discover. A couple of faces have been seen in the new snow biome. One snowman face similar to the snowfall umbrella can only be seen when looking from above, and another can't be seen at all unless you stand in a very specific spot which lines up the scenery to create that face. Let us know if you find any more, though. Number 8 is the Infinity Blade Easter egg. Probably the most unique Easter egg within Fortnite is the sword that you can see Santa holding in the Season 7 trailer. We've never had anything other than a harvesting tool for a melee weapon, so to see the possibility of getting sword-like weapons is awesome. A lot of people are wondering if it'll just be a cosmetic for your pickaxe, but my guess is it's currently hidden in the snow-trapped castle at Polar Peaks until the snow melts away and we have access to a new limited-time mode involving a singular sword like the Thanos event, where everyone has swords. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, this specific sword is actually a replication of the Infinity Blade from the game Infinity Blade. Fortnite have added their own style to this course, but it's impossible to not see the resemblance, especially with the circled area and wide pointed blade. I just wonder what Santa's doing with it, though. I mean, he seems to be going all dark side on us. Number 7, the new Battle Pass skin is from the Santa Battle Bus, and it's kind of creepy. So how many of you were actually around playing Fortnite last Christmas? It was a simpler time in Fortnite. Bushes were covered in lights, supply drops were Christmas presents from Santa, and a lot of names locations had Christmas trees that could spawn up to 3 chests each. Something that changes with most seasons is the actual battle bus itself, and last year we got a giant inflatable Santa. Now obviously they can't just copy and paste the same old stuff from last year into this year's. That would just be a bit cheap, and older players would lose interest. But like always, Fortnite does not disappoint. This year we even got to play as Santa, Swole Santa. And he even has unlockable designs for his head. One of the creepier looking heads, so a round bubble-headed Santa, which is actually the exact same design from the inflatable Santa we saw last year, except just not as big, obviously. Number 6, the carbon weapon skin literally looks like a Duracell battery in its icon. Okay, so you'll have to let us know if you think Fortnite intended this or if it was just an accident, but the new carbon weapon skin looks exactly like the batteries in my kitchen drawer. And I'm not talking a little bit. It literally looks like they could have peeled off the coating on my batteries and put them in the game, just with that added carbon touch on the black area. I reckon someone at Epic was just like, what skins would people love? Loads of people love gold just as much as they love that carbon fiber black look. Maybe I'll stick them together. Brilliant job, Terry. Shove it in the battle pass. In all honesty, though, there's a 99% chance that this is intentional. There's barely a chance in the world this design managed to get through everyone at Epic Games and not a single person thought it looked like a battery. Of course they did, but maybe they thought it made a good gun skin too. Or maybe they've got some marketing deals going on with Duracell. Who knows? Number 5, the huge structure under Polar Peaks. So something I noticed yesterday playing with my friends is how much they don't realize what's going on with the Fortnite iceberg at Polar Peaks. Most players right now think it's one of the worst locations because there's barely any loot and you're stuck on top of a really difficult mountain to build on. And even though that's kind of true right now, the fact is we haven't seen the end of Iceberg's progression. We touched ground on this yesterday, but we believe that Polar Peaks will slowly melt away over time, revealing the giant castle underneath. Supporting evidence for this was actually found in replay mode. Using some dodgy camera angles, you can actually manage to see through the snow and see the town and buildings below that are currently trapped in snow. Now, why would they build them if they weren't going to use them? It's not for visual effects because we had to use a glitch to see it. So at some point, we will see these buildings slowly emerging from the melting snow. Number 4 is the aircraft art from World War II. Okay, so you've most likely had a few history lessons in school, right? Maybe you've been to a few museums. No? Man, you're really spending all your money on V-Bucks. Well, basically, during the war, a lot of planes would have their own unique pin-up girl design and name. These planes were not just a tool to these pilots, it was their home, it was their protector, and so they would name them and give the plane its own personality, like the Merry Bombardment or the Surprise Attack. Artists would add a female figure on the side to add that personal touch, and while this is something that Fortnite have also replicated on their own planes, they've got a Cuddle Team leader painted on the side as if she's just landed from doing the backflip emote. The only thing that's left to do now is give your plane a name. Number 3. Sundial on the hill near Fatal Field. So faces aren't the only thing appearing around Fortnite. This season, there's random stuff everywhere. RVs and cars are positioned in some really strange places around the map. And a lot of areas look like complete randomness until you see it from a new angle and you suddenly realize what the mess was always supposed to be. There isn't a specific name for this location, but if you head over to the gas station in the desert biome near Little Mexico, you can find yourself some strange structures on top of a small mountain by the oasis. If you've seen these a few times already, you might notice what this structure actually is. A sundial. You've got the 4 main cars around the edge representing 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, and then the middle section which is designed to cast a shadow that tells you the time of day. Although considering the days in Fortnite are like every 5 to 10 minutes, I can imagine that Shadow's gonna be doing some quick circles. Number 2 is the big chair turning into a big sled. This season hasn't just brought us a ridiculous amount of hidden secrets and goodies, but has also remade a lot of stuff. Locations have been remade or even just slightly updated. New red metal structures have popped up all over the map with planes, and certain memorable items have been completely revamped. Just south of Shifty Shops, you can find a single house with a car stuck up on the roof. In front of the house used to be a giant wooden chair. With the iceberg hitting the island, it looks like they wanted to change it up and have replaced the chair with a giant sledge instead. A lot of people are wondering if we're getting some sort of snowboard soon, as it was hinted at in the teasers, and this might just be one more hint towards that type of ability. Number 1 is the Stonehenge has some new figures. Now, with the new season only being out for around a day, I can't imagine a lot of you have discovered this little statue yet. To be fair though, we've just got a new winter wonderland, so it's kind of understandable considering it's located on the other side of the map near Wailing Woods, the most underrated location. Just at the west edge of the forest, you can find a hill covered in rock, and in its center is an almost golem-like stone statue. I'm not sure if he's stuck in a dance position or pointing in a certain direction, but you can be fairly sure that we'll be revisiting this at some point for a weekly challenge. You can also find a few ice statues of Red Knight, Raven, and Cupid in the snow area. Makes you wonder just how many statues are actually out there on Battle Royale Island. But that has been our list of the Fortnite Season 7 Easter eggs. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, push notifications on. Also, quick announcement, we're giving away a Battle Pass every day for the entirety of this week to celebrate the launch of Season 7. So if any of the skins on that Battle Pass, which there are a ton of awesome cosmetics, interest you, all you have to do to enter for your chance to win is like, subscribe, and comment on the video. We want to give back to you guys for being so awesome. You might also want to link your social media to your YouTube's About page, or we may have to re-raffle your pass off to someone else because we simply do not have a way to contact you. We're really excited for this. Again, this is going to be going on all week. We're going to be giving away a battle pass every single day of the week. So for Season 7, it's going to be like the 7 days of Christmas in Fortnite. Once again, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment down below. And with that, keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.